Welcome back to the podcast. In this special episode, we revisit the 2001 missing persons case of Shelton Sanders. I sit down with the Sanders family to discuss how the loss has changed their lives. We learn that no matter how long it takes, friends and family will never stop searching for Shelton, and how senior investigator Dottie Cronise insists that it only takes one piece of information that will connect all the dots to the puzzle, and how you could benefit financially by providing information that could solve the case. So stick around until the end to see just what that is. Let's go. Investigator Dottie Cronise, it's so nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Today we're here for an update. It's not a pleasant update because a cold case that you were in charge of and the whole cold case team is in charge of is still yet unsolved. And we're referring to that of Shelton Sanders.
That's correct.
It's been 25 years to this month where he went missing. Could you bring us up to speed about the responsibilities or the inclusions that the Richland County Sheriff's Department has been involved in and where we're at?
Well, we originally got the case in 2003 when Shelton's car was located. Since then, we had one investigator that made it his sole purpose working this case until he retired in 2021. At that point, it was given to us in cold case. Since then, we have conducted probably 5 or 6 searches in the last few years. Everything from tips that we have gotten to water searches. We've done several of those, not just looking for Shelton, but also looking for any potential vehicles that he could have been in, because that too was a possibility that was brought over from the original investigation. So we are still looking for that particular vehicle. We have not found it yet, but the search has not stopped. So hopefully, as we go on with this and as we do more searches, we have one group that even gave us down to coordinates as to where Shelton was. We searched that area. We have used ground penetrating radar to no avail. We have had other leads that, would say, well, perhaps it was in this particular graveyard because this grave was open at the time. We've done ground penetrating radar on that. So any lead that we get in, we are following up on because you never know what you're going to be able to corroborate. And that's the part that's so important, which is why today and getting this broadcast out is so important. That the folks that would have been involved with Shelton then, we're talking 25 years later, they're going to have children perhaps that are soon approaching Shelton's age when he disappeared. So hopefully they will think and wonder, I knew this little bit of information, and if it was my son or my daughter that had disappeared, would I want me to come forward with it? And hopefully this will get out, and the folks that were involved at the time, the folks that may have information that perhaps all these years they thought, well, it's not really that significant. It really doesn't matter. This is just a little bit of something. It's just good to tell it and let us figure out whether or not it is. If we can corroborate it, that will be a wonder and a blessing. If we can't, we've at least looked at it, we've figured it out, we vetted it, and we can set it aside. But we'd much rather have whatever little bit of information it is and work through it and try to find out if it's legitimate or not, than not to have it at all.
What do you think the biggest fear is with the community members coming forward? Because we've spoke about this before about 10 months ago. Mm-hmm. And we put Crime Stoppers out, we put your information out where people can contact you and even do it anonymously.
Yes.
Because all we really need is a tip.
We need the tip.
Because like you had mentioned before, a puzzle piece to another puzzle piece, where our job is to figure that out.
Yes.
What do you think the biggest holdup is for those individuals who have that information that want to come forward, but now something might happen to them?
Well, it may be that they are concerned because perhaps they have known the family all their lives and they didn't come forward sooner, and they're afraid of, how's the family going to feel about me now if I bring this forward? Or they're afraid of the people that were involved at the time. But that's where it's important to know that you can do it anonymously. You can call Crime Stoppers. We cannot get information from Crime Stoppers as to who made the phone call. We can't serve a search warrant on Crime Stoppers, so you are completely anonymous if you call in through Crime Stoppers, which is 1-888-CRIME-SC, and we encourage that. So, looking for any information that we can get, we encourage you to call the sheriff's office. You're welcome to call my direct line, which is 803-576-3462. It rings straight through to me wherever I may be through the cell phone, which thank goodness for technology nowadays. So that makes a big difference. It's a lot quicker. But it's up to the individual as to what route they choose to go to call. The main thing is get us the information.
Now, previously, before today, I understand there was a reward for any kind of information that leads to the location of Shelton Sanders.
Yes.
And I also understand today that we do have even more breaking news about what that reward could be.
That's correct.
In fact, when we come back, we have two very special guests. Shelton Sanders' father, William, and his sister, Wilveria, are both here, and they're going to tell their story and what that new reward could be for bringing more information to the case. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the RCSD 1014 show. Master Deputy Jay Weaver with the Public Information Office. Before, we spoke to investigator Dottie Cronise about an event that happened 25 years ago that has yet to be solved. Today, we have very special guests with us, Wilveria Sanders and Shelton Sanders' father, William Sanders. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
It's been 25 years. A long 25 years. You guys both, along with not only yourself, but your entire family and friends, have gone through so much trauma, trying to find clues and tips and answers that have not been answered, to be quite frankly. Can you tell me, Wilveria, when you heard about this 25 years ago, what were you thinking?
25 years ago, on June 19, 2001, I was 11 years old. I remember my parents very emotional, looking for my brother. Shelton and I were 15 years apart, so he was like a father figure to me. He was my big brother, and he would come home every night. On the night of June 19th, he didn't come home. We looked and we searched for him, and he was not in his room. He did not come home that night. As an 11-year-old girl, I was confused, and I did not understand the circumstances around why Shelton wasn't home. I didn't understand the confusion of why my mother was crying and why my father was out late searching for Shelton. We searched and we looked for answers for years, and as an 11-year-old, I just could not understand what was going on. I was very young at the time.
Now, as I couldn't imagine losing a father figure, and Shelton was 15 years older than you, like you said. What was missing after that night? What was missing in your life?
Shelton was more of a role model for me, a mentor. He taught me how to cook. He taught me how to clean. He taught me how to be obedient to my parents, I was in summer camp, so I was in basketball, and he would practice with me on the weekends. I no longer had that. He was teaching me how to play karate. We were in the laundry room. He was teaching me how to duck, move side to side. He was a football player in high school, so he would teach me how to play football. I didn't have that. So my entertainment, the person that I could talk to or play with or read books together or someone to tickle me at night before I went to sleep was no longer there. He was the only brother. I have 3 brothers, and he was mainly the only one that would give me a lot of attention, so I no longer had that. I felt alone. I was by myself in my room, and I didn't have that brother connection anymore. someone to discipline me when I was in trouble or I needed to go to bed early or I needed to stay on task was no longer there. So there was a lot of things that he would teach me. I no longer had that guidance. And so that's the major piece of, like, after that night, I didn't have that anymore.
So it's safe to say this, as being an 11-year-old, losing a role model, very, very traumatic experience you went through. Your entire life changed.
Correct.
William, Shelton was your son. And as a father myself, I couldn't imagine losing my son. Tell me how you felt that night that he didn't return home.
Well, I felt devastated. June 19th, when I was expecting him to come home, couldn't get a hold of him on the telephone, or he didn't call. So it was just a terrible night.
How has your life changed?
Well, life has changed I continued to search and put a lot of emphasis on finding him. And from 2001 until now, of course, I've gotten older. I have some health issues now, but I still have him in the forefront of my mind and my heart and our lives.
You both still believe in hope.
Yes.
That's why you're here today.
Yes.
Let me ask you, the media coverage that has been provided over the years, how has that been an helpful tool for you? You're able to go on different outlets and share your stories. Has that helped you at all? Has that helped the case, do you think?
Absolutely, it has helped. Starting with just social media and local media, the widespread of public awareness has been phenomenal. And I'll say, because in the beginning, when Shelton first went missing, we didn't have that media coverage. And we had some, but not a lot. So even the community in our own local community, some of them weren't even aware that my parents had a missing son. So it wasn't until the social media age when I created the Facebook page, the Instagram page, the X page, which before it was Twitter, prior to, just getting his name out and his story out there. It was just thousands of people. What happened? I'm from Sumter. I'm from Columbia. I've never heard your brother's story. I didn't know that your parents had a missing son. I'm so sorry. How can I help? Please share Shelton's story is what I've been saying. Please help share. As the community began to share, Shelton received local news, public awareness, national, and then international public awareness. So from there, we began podcasts from all over, and then crime TV shows. And next thing I know, the world knows about Shelton. And the community and the world have been so genuinely interested in Shelton's case that they're trying to help solve his case. I never knew, I couldn't even imagine in a million years that we would have this type of support, and how much people that they don't know us, they've never seen us, they're so eager to bring justice and give us closure. And so just getting Shelton's name out, no matter how much grief it brings us, how much hurt it is to just relive those moments, it has been such a blessing and honor to have that type of awareness in the media.
Now, as I mentioned before, the hope is still alive.
Yes.
And it's so alive that there's actually an increase in the award or the reward for information. Could you explain that?
Yes. So my family, initially, we started years ago, 20,000, and we've been increasing it every so often to hope for answers, that someone will come forward. So this week, June 19th, we're increasing the cash reward to $150,000, and that is to bring renewed public awareness that maybe someone who knows, they may have heard, they may have seen, there's information that they were holding on to, they were scared that, what if I say something and something may happen to me or my family? Maybe it's not just about the money. It's just renewed awareness that, hey, we're not going to stop searching. Shelton is still a person. He still matters. If this cash reward will change your mind to bring forth that information, please come forward.
So basically, an increase is really because there are people out there, and we all know there's people out there who have information.
Yes.
Some are scared to come forward. They're afraid of repercussions that could possibly happen to them. Mm-hmm. But this may be enough to say, hey, I can get myself out of this situation, or possibly give the information that they need, and this might help me. This is more, I don't want to say encouraging, but it's make them feel better to come forward.
That's correct, yes.
Okay. Now, how is this exposure and the hunting for information, how has that affected your community where you reside?
Oh, well, a lot of people have been reaching out to me, just asking how can they help. Is there any new information? Have we had any leads? And they've just been very supportive. They're trying to help. We've been having get-togethers for Shelton on when his disappearance anniversary. So it's bringing the community together in our local community, just raising awareness, and we just have more people now in our corner that's willing to help us get closure.
Now, to be very specific for this reward, what are you looking for from somebody? Because as a result of this, there may be our cold case unit might get thousands of calls. What is it that you're specifically looking for?
We are looking for credible information that will lead to Shelton's remains. And not just leading to remains that they think that may be the remain. It has to be proven in a forensics lab compared to the DNA on file from my parents that this is Shelton Sanders. Those folks who bring, any person that brings that information, it can be anonymous or known, they will receive the cash reward. I have received over the years, just for information, I have received tips to our tip line, our family tip line, that just different types of things. They'll say, hey, I've heard that, this person may be involved, or help mark, the suspect. We believe that your brother is here. There will be mediums or psychics that may call. Some people just call in to share information, just praying for us and hoping that we get closure. They've also emailed Shelton's tip line to the Gmail tip line, just anything. And we're not particularly looking for just the information where they think that it could be, or that they are assuming. We're looking for actually defined connection of where Shelton is, and it has to be proven. So any credible information that leads to the discovery and the recovery of Shelton's remains will receive the cash reward.
Now, before we go, I want to give each of you an opportunity to say things that are on your heart or on your mind to our audience about the importance of finding Shelton Sanders and why you're here today. Why is it so impactful to you, your community, your family, and even here at Richland County Sheriff's Department, how we're exhausting resources, and why is it so important to you?
So today we are here to beg the public, the media, any person out there who has information to please come. My parents have been searching for their son for a quarter of a century, 25 years, which this has been the most heartbreaking experience of my entire life. And I am begging you, if you have information, no matter how small or insignificant you think that it may be, it could lead to Shelton's remains. Please help my family bring closure. Please help us receive justice. I can't imagine anyone going through this, what we have suffered. So please, imagine if this was your son or your relative or your friend, how devastating this would be to not know, not have answers. It's different when you can visit a grave, you know what happened to your loved one, but to not know and not have any idea where they are and what happened to them is another type of misery. So to anyone who's listening, please find it in your heart to come forth with the information. You can reach out to the Richland County Sheriff's Department or Crime Stoppers, or to the family's tip line, which is a phone number 803-427-4209, or his email address, findingsheltonsanders@gmail.com, FINDINGSHELTONSANDERS@gmail.com. I am begging you, along with my father here today, and on behalf of our family, the Sanders family, please find it in your hearts to give us closure. Thank you.
Sir.
And I voice that same sentiment that my daughter has just uttered. It's been a long time, and of course, we would love and we would like the public to be eyes and ears for us as well. And if you know anything, or no matter how little the information is, just reach out to us, and we'll be grateful. We'll be grateful, and thank you for everything that has been done and will be done in our behalf.
Wilveria, William, I want to appreciate both of you coming on the show today. This is such a heartwarming and also a heart-tugging story that you guys are so strong, family knit, that you will never stop fighting for answers. And that's how close and heartwarming your family is. But it's also tugging on everybody's heartstrings, knowing that there is such a vital member of not only your community, but your home that is missing. And all you want to know is where he's at. I want to thank you so much for being on the show today.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And if you know something, make sure you say something. We'll be right back. Now, before we go again, Dottie, I want to thank you for being here. I want to thank William. I want to thank Wilveria for spending their time. I know they're trying to get this word out as it's 25th anniversary.
Absolutely.
But before we go, I just want to let the viewers at home know how they can contact you, how they can do it anonymously, how they can get that $150,000 reward. That could be more encouraging for those individuals who are scared. How can they get a hold of you to get that information to you?
The best is going to be to go through Crime Stoppers, the 1-888-CRIME-SC. They can call, as I said, this office phone number, which is 803-576-3462. It rings into my cell phone, which I have with me all the time. So that's the two quickest ways. As far as the reward goes, I think Wilveria will be able to tell you more about a hotline that she has, and there's several different ways, so it's not just one.
Again, we want to thank you for being on the show. We also want to thank William and Wilveria for being on the show. Shelton Sanders' family is here, and it's so important to them that we find a way to get more tips and more clues. And we want to thank you at home for watching. Again, follow us on Facebook at Richland County Sheriff's Department, here on YouTube at Richland County Sheriff's DEPT, and also on X at RCSD. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you again next time.